I talked in a video walking home from the bus stop a couple of days ago about, who is on Triple H's hit list for potential returns and first-time signees. And I gave, a couple of names out there that I believe, honestly, definitely are on Triple H's radar for potential returns and to sign to the company for the first time. But what about those that, are on his hit list that he wants to bring back, but they don't want to, come back? Or those that he wants to sign for the first time, but they don't want to? What's the reasoning? What is holding them back from potentially being on the biggest stage in pro wrestling? And honestly, it could be several things. It could be the fact that, they want more freedom, and companies like AEW and Impact and MLW and even New Japan Strong to an extent are giving them that freedom. Or it could be the fact that they still believe, and I know this is hard for anybody to hear or even accept, but there are those that, obviously should be instant re-signings or instant first-time signings that don't want to sign because they still believe that Triple H, Stephanie, and Nick Khan are not running the show. And that's a fact. That is an absolute fact. They do not want to sign or re-sign with the company because of the fact that they still believe Vince McMahon is running things, despite the fact that all the evidence is out there that that's no longer the case. But that's one of the main reasons, along with wanting more freedom to do outside projects and do this and that. But in case they haven't noticed, since Triple H has been back in charge, in charge lately, running things from a content creation standpoint, and he's got the backing of his wife and as co-CEO, and Nick Khan as co-CEO. In case some people haven't been paying attention, there has been a little bit more freedom given to the talent. They're able to get their Twitch streams back. They're able to do cameos now. They're able to do certain outside projects that they wouldn't be able to do under Vince's watch. And now they're able to do it. So, what's the holdup? What is preventing these people that, again, like I said, are potential, if not instant re-signings, and if not instant first-time signings, from coming over to the Big E and being part of the new regime under Triple H? What's stopping them? And again, I think it has to do with the fact that they feel that they can get more freedom, working with these other companies that allow them to go and do these other promotions as well. But also the fact that, like I said, it goes back to the belief that they don't think Vince is truly gone. And I think the reason they don't believe Vince is truly gone is you still have Bruce Prichard as a part of the team. You still have Kevin Dunn as a part of the team, and other people as well that were truly connected and close with Vince when he was running things. So unless they get rid of those guys, there is no way certain talent wants to come back, even though they can see clearly, that things have improved, that things are how they should be, if not better. But again, despite seeing all that, they don't want to make a return. And the reason being is because, again, they do not believe for one moment that Vince McMahon is truly gone. And that the only way they'll truly believe it, in my opinion, is if Bruce Prichard and Kevin Dunn and anybody else that was close to Vince in his inner circle at that time, when he was running things, the only way they'll truly believe that Vince is gone is if they're gone too. Period. If they're out of the picture. And that if that happens, if that day comes and they go, that's when some of these talents are reluctant to re-sign or sign for the first time, will probably consider more strongly to come over and even eventually say, yeah, we're ready to come back, or we're ready to sign with you for the first time. That's when all that opportunity, will present itself to them and to Triple H. Again, it's not the fact that they don't see that things have improved and are just going to get better and better and better, on the WWE side of things. It's the fact that they look at, they look at the fact that, they don't believe Vince is gone. Because to them, if Vince is truly gone, everybody associated with him should have left as well. Not just John Laurinaitis or Laurinaitis, but Bruce Prichard, Kevin Dunn, and anybody else. They should have all been gone. And if that would have happened right off the bat, maybe they would have came back. Maybe they would have re-signed. Maybe they wouldn't have ratted out Triple H's, people for tampering with contracts to the likes of Tony Khan. And maybe they would have found a way to legally get out of the AEW contracts or Impact contracts or whatever and come back. But because, in my opinion, they firmly believe Vince is not gone yet, because Prichard and Dunn and others are still there, they are not going to be in a hurry to re-sign with the company or sign with it for the first time because of those people. Because those people are still around, and because those people are still around, they still believe Vince is running things. And that because they believe Vince is still running things, that all they're seeing right now is a charade, a cover-up. When in fact, as I've mentioned before, the evidence is as clear as day. Vince is no longer running things. He is no longer running things. So the opportunity couldn't be better for them if they wanted to make a return. But that's up to them. And that's up to WWE. Will Triple H and Stephanie and Nick and those running things now decide, you know what? We got to get Bruce out of the picture. We got to get Dunn out of the picture. We'll still employ them. We'll still work with them. But we got to make it look like they're out. They're no longer here. How can we do that? How can they work around that to make it happen? So that it looks like, hey, everybody along with Vince that was associated with him, everybody, along with him are gone now. Bruce is gone. Kevin's gone. You see, they're no longer around. Do you see them? Nope. So you got to wonder. You got to wonder how they're going to work with that. How they're going to make the possibility even better for these potential re-signings and first-time signings to, in actuality, happen. You got to wonder how they're going to work around that. Are they going to basically talk to Bruce and talk to Kevin and say, look, we're not going to release you, but we got to keep you in hiding. We got to keep you, out of sight so that nobody sees you here and they believe you're gone, that you've left. Is that what they're going to have to do? Is that what they're going to have to do in the future just to, entice these people to come over or return, if you will, or come over for the first time? Are they going to have to do that? I don't know. But to me, that is the main issue, along with some freedom, along with a little bit more freedom, which obviously you could sell the WWE under Triple H's watch right now is allowing the talent to have again. Have that freedom again. But, you have to think if the freedom isn't just the only thing, but it's mainly they still believe Vince is running things because they see Bruce and they see Dunn there and other people as well that were more associated and work closely with Vince. You have to wonder if that's the case. And I think, in my opinion, it might be, along with the fact that they want more freedom than they believe they would get in WWE. And to me, like I said, I think WWE has got to work out a plan. They've got to work out an idea of, okay, how do we get these people to come back? How do we get them to re-sign? How do we get them to sign and try WWE for the first time? What do we do? And that's going to be up to them. It's going to be up to them because I think right now, the main issue is a lot of these talents that should instantly, automatically say, hey, things are better now, I'm going back, or seeing things get better in WWE and be like, hey, I'm going to go try over there now. And for the first time, at least, try it out. you think it would be an instant decision, a winnable decision for them, right? But because of the things I mentioned, I think that's what's holding them back. So it's up to WWE. They either legitimately got to let Bruce and Kevin go, just so they can get, things more acceptable, more, like, hey, we're definitely going into a new era, a new change. Or they got to hide these guys. Hide them from sight so that people don't see them there. Period. They're still working, but hide them from sight. Make it look like they're not there. So WWE's got to come up with an idea. Triple H has got to come up with an idea, to get these people back. Or get them signed for the first time. I mean, like I said in the other video, he's looking at Mia Yim. He's looking at Matt Taven. He's looking at Matt and Maria. Bennett, that is. And there's no doubt he wants them. He wants them to come back. He wants someone like Matt Taven for the first time. He wants them. But right now, what's holding them back is they probably still believe Vince is running things because Bruce Prichard and Kevin Dunn are still there. And that the only way they're going to, and the fact that they probably don't have as much freedom as, WWE wants people to believe, but I can see that's happening. I can see that freedom definitely being there, more so than it was before. So we'll see. We'll see what WWE does to kind of accommodate them and make it more convincing for them to come over. Make a return, come over the first time and stuff. But what do you guys think? What do you think is holding them back? Do you think it's just the fact that they want more freedom? Do you think it's the fact that they don't believe Vince is gone because they still see the likes of Bruce Prichard and Kevin Dunn there? Or do you think it's a combination of both? Let me know down below in the comments, as well as in the live chat during the premiere. Like the video, super chat, super stickers are on during the live chat of the premiere. Super thanks afterwards. Find me at BW Roses Discussion, all your audio podcast locations except for Pandora. Check me out at Venmo at Brian-Warmer-2 and Cash App BW Roses 98. Patreon.com at BW Roses, $1, $3 tier. VENMO BW Roses for content you can get anywhere else. And at my Teespring store as well. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are, and I will talk to y'all later.